At Chairo Christian School, we have a set of values. We hold to these and believe in them and hope that they shape our everyday life. One of those values is a biblical foundation. We seek to maintain an uncompromising biblical foundation in all we think, do and say. It's our pleasure today to talk to you more about how that biblical foundation shapes all we do at Chairo.
So I've been asked to talk about the biblical perspectives that can actually be seen on a day-to-day basis here at the school. And I actually wanted to use a phrase that you ask quite a bit in whether the PDs or discussions that you have, and that's what are we on about?
A biblical foundation is basically the fundamental of all you think, do, and pray. It's a fundamental of life. There's no distinction between whether it's as a teacher or as a person. That's the intrinsic DNA of who you are. Your faith is in every particle of your being. So you can't just switch it on, switch it off. It's not something that I come to school and I'm different because I'm at school, or I come to school and I'm different, or I go home and I'm different because I'm at home. It's the very core essence of what motivates you, what gives you being, direction, hope. It's just life. And of course that is biblical. Well, it's based in the fact that Christ came, to bring restoration, redemption, hope, life to humanity in general, and then the individual, and that shapes just your personality for a start, and then it shapes everything you do from that. There's no distinction between life and biblical foundations. They're the same thing.
If we believe that the role of the parents, they are honestly solely responsible for the education of kids, then we shouldn't be taking that from them. We should be partnering with them. If we believe that all children are created in the image of God, regardless, He loves all of them without showing favoritism, then aren't we here for all students? You start to realize that there's a lot more to this than just nice words that sound good in a mission statement, but there are very distinct biblical perspectives that drive the mission statement, which you then need to ask is, how do we actually go about doing this?
Anything I say is not as impactful as who I am or what I do. So I suppose in terms of preparing myself for my teaching on a personal level, I have to be sure that my relationship with God is current and fresh, and not a matter of history, but a matter of reality. So that's certainly the first step of preparation. In terms of the class itself, that's an ebb and flow thing. Some areas it's obvious to, inclusion of specifically, Christian perspective is easy to do and relevant and smooth. And then sometimes, it's just something that you have to leave it to just be something that's absorbed sort of by osmosis. I sometimes think that it will be as our students hit late 20s, early 30s, that they'll go, do you know, when I was at school, and some of the chickens won't come home to roost until then. I really think that. It all contributes to culture. And the culture is we're working together because we have a higher goal and a higher purpose. And so it's not a competitive thing. It's not me for me and you for you. It's us for the cause. It's us for the purpose of serving God and bringing glory to God and creating a culture that gives the greatest opportunity for our young people to experience the reality of what Christian life is.